Hi, I'm Rowan.
Hi, I'm Calvin.
And this is the first episode of Season 2 of In the Zone! Wow, so this is a new YouTube playlist. Alright, and it's a new season. Season 1,
Yeah.
You're done. We love you, you're gone forever. Started
That
video
was
1.
a great zonies though. We gotta do something like that.
And this is gonna be, this is gonna be 29 episodes. And this is the second shortest season. The shortest season has 18, but those are all an hour long. So that's like 36 half-hour episodes. So this is like the shortest season of all. This is the first episode of that season. It's called King 9 Will Not Return.
And we switched places.
Yep. We're going to be spoiling the whole episode. So yeah, so check it out. Or maybe not. I guess we'll see.
Hulu, Netflix, the usual.
Yeah, the usual. So we have a new intro. So we
Really?
have,
It's
right,
the same
yeah.
to me.
No, it's different. So we don't have the cave, remember? So what happens is, so we have like a planet, and there's the black line, then the planet goes down, and it just says the Twilight Zone. It's really lame and dumb. What about the theme song? Do you like the new iconic theme song? I like it more.
It starts out in a flat desert. There's a
Yes.
plane. You see a plane crash, and it says Africa. You hear Rod Serling say.
And then we see him for the first time since A World of His Own. This is the first time when he's actually, Rod Serling. We actually see him on camera doing the intro, so that's cool. And then this guy, so the plane is called King 9. And the guy on the ground, he gets up, fade to black, promising start. Mm-hmm. So then, this is a lot like Where Is Everybody? Because, the whole loneliness thing. It's another,
he
they always
slowly goes crazy.
Right, they always like to have that to start the season. But in this one, instead of talking the whole time, he has an inner monologue that he's thinking. What do you think of that as opposed to talking?
I like that because,
it's more realistic.
I know.
But for some reason, the guy in Where Is Everybody, he made it seem totally natural. So I think if you can get an actor as good as him, then you know what? Then you can pull it off. I guess. But it's kind of weird because he switches back and forth.
Might be harder to do.
It's a little off-putting. He looks for the crew.
Right, he can't find it and he looks really confused.
His name's James Emery, and he goes around the plane saying the names of the other people in the crew.
Connor.
I'm sure you know the names by the end of the episode because he does that all the time. Quite irritating. So no one's around, and he thinks more thoughts. I don't know what the thoughts were. That's what I wrote. He tries to use a radio to call another plane or something. Firefly's like,
there's just static. Yeah,
no answer. Then he thinks even more thoughts, as I said. Or that's what I wrote.
Yeah, he's pretty much freaking out, a lot of it.
Then he thinks he hears like a knocking noise.
Yeah, but it
so he
turns
goes
out to
up
be
the
the
plane.
wind.
It's just the wing of the plane.
Then, here's the creepy part. He's walking around outside, and he drinks some water.
Well, he finds Klein's canteen.
Yeah, and so...
It's a classic Twilight Zone canteen, drinking sloppily out of canteens. This is the most sloppy canteen.
And he's like...
Then he sees Blake, his co-pilot, going like, ah.
Yeah, and it's
in
really
the plane.
weird.
It's very strange.
I feel like he's gonna take off without him, and then he runs, he's like, Blake!
And then he disappeared as I blinked my eyes, and I was like, whoa, he's gone now. So I don't know, was there like a dissolve, or did it just cut, and he was like,
He disappeared, yeah, it just disappeared.
So then James cries. Fade to black. Somehow they stretch this out for like 7 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know how
it seems like very little happened in this
him alone
episode.
freaking out. You watch him slowly go nuts.
Yeah. So then, what do you think of his acting?
It's pretty good.
I think it's good.
Really good.
Especially near the end when he's like doing the crazy laugh. He's really good
oh
at
my
that.
god. He's good at pretending to be crazy. I wonder if he's actually crazy. Like,
Probably. And then he's using the phone thing again and it doesn't work again. And he's like, maybe I'm dead. Maybe I'm hallucinating.
Maybe I'm passed out.
Oh yeah,
and he's like, it's all fake. I gotta wake up.
And then he says, maybe it's a dream.
He's like...
And then he yells stuff more.
Yeah, it's a pretty weird episode.
Yeah, and then he hears some noise. Turns out it's the helmet on Klein's gravestone. And he's like, oh, you're dead in the crash.
Yeah, and they find the gravestone.
And he sees 3 airplanes. And this is kind of a cool moment.
And he's like, jets! But it's 1943.
There can be jets. How do I know about jets? And then he's like, what? Then he yells the crew name some more.
And then he starts talking to them.
He tries to start the airplane. He's like, and then he laughs.
And
then he does the thing again where he says, I'm dead or unconscious.
I'm dead. And he like
or, then he does some good crazy laughing. And then he sees the laughing ghosts of his crewmen. And
then he starts running toward them, and then they blur out. They fade out.
and they disappear. And then he's like, nothing is real, or something.
Yeah, and then
he
starts laughing some more.
And then he falls on the ground. Then fade, he's in a hospital. What?
Yeah,
it was a dream.
And he's like, and
people are talking.
Doctors are talking.
He went into shock after he saw this newspaper that talks about the plane being found, and so they explain that he was not on the plane, but everyone else went.
Yeah,
and he's guilty about that.
He thinks that he should have gone on the mission.
Yeah. So then the guy explains the dream. He explains his guilt.
Yeah.
And then explains some more.
Then he wakes up.
Oh wait, but no, he's already awake.
Oh yeah.
But he's like a kind of cool moment is when like it's just if I went today, did I go?
Yeah.
And they're like, no, in your mind, because they call him the psychologist, of course. And so then they leave. The nurse comes out.
Hospital.
And here's his clothes.
And they're standing in his clothes.
Wow.
I could have been there, and that's how it ends.
So this was the quickest thing ever because so little
Nothing happened. Yeah.
They just padded out the whole time.
But somehow they made it sort of entertaining.
It's sort of entertaining. But when you think about it, he just kind of does the same thing over and over again.
They tried to fill in waste time.
Yeah, very clearly.
By him freaking out.
Yeah, and you know what? And this episode is just all about the twist.
All about the twist. The twist.
And the twist is kind of not very original. The whole it's a dream and 10 is confused. That doesn't really make sense. So he went there and then he appeared at the hospital.
That's the only thing that makes it sort of like a Twilight Zone. You're just dreaming.
I don't really care for this episode. I think this episode is quite bad. I would say it's the worst one we've seen so far. Worse than all the season 1 ones. Because it's just really dumb. Really, the only thing that's good is that the guy can act. There's some kind of cool things.
His acting is good.
When the people are laughing.
It's just not super entertaining.
I just really.
So I give it a decent score just because the acting was okay. They wasted so much time.
It was just wow. Do you want to give it a score?
Yeah, I'll go first. I give it a 4.5.
I give this one, and I wrote this down, a 3. The lowest score yet on the Twilight Zone. Because man, this.
Didn't Zach give something a 1?
No, he didn't.
Zach loves giving low scores.
Yeah. Well, me too, if they're deserving. This episode is bad.
Okay.
It's just really. I can't believe how quick this was. Well, it's good we don't have to talk about this episode.
Alright.
Move on to the next one, I suppose.
Moving on.
Right, next episode we'll be talking about the man in the bottle. Who is the man? What is the bottle? Does the bottle break?
Maybe it's a genie.
I know.
That thing is.
I know for a fact the first glass breaker season 2 is going to be in that episode.
Oh, let's go watch it right now.
Okay, see you then.